So think about moving his shoulders this direction, still away from your right leg. Move him away from the right leg, good. And then soften your legs so that when he's doing the right thing, you leave him alone. Move his shoulders in, away from your right leg again. And then once he responds, then gonna ask for both legs a little more energy. And then move his shoulders in a little bit, good. And then nothing. And see if you can find that balance that you had with him going the other direction. There we go. Bring the shoulders in a little bit off the right leg. And then the left leg asks the hip a little bit out. Just there. There you go. And then a little more energy. Good. And then shoulders in a little bit. It takes him a minute to kind of find the balance, and then more energy. Both legs. And then nothing.
You're right, it does.
And then right, because the other way you had to play around quite a bit, and then suddenly he was like, oh, like this, and then he kind of clicked, right? So right leg at the on his shoulder. I mean, not on his shoulder, but the forward position. Good. And then more energy. A little go. Both legs. A little more energy even still. Both legs. There. And then move him leg yield out away from your left leg here. I think so now you have your leg either at the normal position or a little bit back to move him away from the left leg, and your left glute engaged, your left lat. There. Now ask the shoulders to turn in, and then a little more energy. See if you can bring the there we go. There we go. So kind of when I think about bringing the shoulders in, I have an idea of a circle line that I'd like to be on. And I bring the shoulders just to the inside of that circle line, and then keep the hip on the circle line. There. And then I leave them alone, and he's gonna pretty quickly slide his shoulders to the outside of the circle line that I want to be on. Nice. And then bring the shoulders into the inside of the circle line again, because they drifted out. But keep the hip on the circle line. Good. And then release. And a little more energy. Good. There we go. And then try a canter from this trot. Whoop. Yeah. And then feeling the kind of the same idea as you canter around. A little more energy. He's in that almost trantering idea. There. Good. And then down to trot. And then use that energy. Bring the shoulders to the inside of that circle line. Keep the hip on it. Yes. And then release him. I mean, as far as no legs on. Yeah. And then bring the shoulders to the inside of that circle line again. He's got good energy. There. And then no legs. And then try for another canter to part. Nice. Try one more time. Nice trot. Yeah. A little more energy. Good. And then down to trot. Now let's play that game we did a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that's fine. Where when he felt like he wanted to canter, you would walk, and when you feel like he wants to walk, then you canter. So, and also playing the game of keeping him balanced on the circle line, right? So there he looks like he's trying to slow down, so ask for a canter depart. Good. And then down to trot. And shoulders to the inside of the circle line. Good. And another canter. Because he starts looking like he's trying to slow down, right? So he's thinking of being slower. So we're going to say, then you can go faster. Canter. Let's see if we can get a little bit nicer trot with more energy that you're not having to beg for. Nice. And then trot. And think of that. Shoulders come to the inside a tiny bit. Engage your core. Nice. And there he's starting to flatten. So canter again. Let him start thinking, hey, I need to keep this canter or this trot engaged because she's going to ask me to canter. And then go ahead and trot. Nice. That was a better transition. Yeah. Very nice. Go ahead and change direction where you can. And now move his shoulders away from your left leg. Yes. And then let's do kind of the same thing this way. Is he thinking of getting slow? This is good energy, huh?
Yeah.
You'll see in the video how nicely he's reaching his front feet forward. Ask the shoulders a little bit away from your right leg. Yeah, get him on that outside rein. Yes. Go ahead and canter here. He doesn't look bad, but I think a canter would be nice. Turn the shoulders away from the left leg and then catch him with the right leg. Yeah. Whoop. And then down to trot. And shoulders away from the right leg. Move him to the outside. Yeah, good energy. And one more canter depart. Nice. That was a really good one, Lynn.
That's why he gobbled. He was trying to go, and I hadn't asked him yet.
He heard me say the word.
He did.
And then go ahead and trot.
So
Energy,
no.
energy.
I'm like, no. Do it when I ask, not.
Yeah. Nice. And then go ahead and do a walk transition. Don't drop the reins yet. Just a nice balanced walk. Good. And then trot. Nice. Look at that trot from the get-go. And then walk. And then you can let him go and have a break.